Welcome, welcome everybody. Hopefully you can see me all right and hear me all right. And I think that I've started the stream. Welcome to the summer camp celebration stream. So yes, summer camp is officially over, which is quite sad. But the good thing is there are more things to come and it's time to celebrate what we've done. I see there's a lot of excitement in the chat already from Dream Cartographer. Hello and welcome. I'm so glad you could join us today. She commented that the song was dope. I tried to make like a disco party version of the song. I did not have enough time to do all the stuff that I wanted to do, but I'm glad that you enjoyed the song. So yes, we are here. We have our sparkles. We have our lovely celebration drink, which is really just, it's some kind of V8 Splash knockoff, but it tastes so good. And it's time to go over some of the articles that we've done. If you have articles or even NaNoWriMo work you want me to read, any novel excerpts or anything like that, feel free to put them in the chat. We're going to be going over what's up for August, and of course NaNoWriMo. A lot of Rhymos use August to kind of clean up the work that they did, and you know, it's weird, but it's about time to start preparing for National Novel Writing Month, which is in November. It seems kind of far away, but you know, time is moving so fast. Summer is almost over. I'm like, once summer camp is over, that means it's Christmas. Because time just, whew. Once July, I feel like July is that peak, and then whew, automatically it's like gonna be New Year's tomorrow, and we're gonna say, what happened to everything? But yes, that's how things are. October is in two months. Yes, that's the scary truth. Time is so fast, and once October comes, that is prep time for NaNoWriMo, because that's in November. So if you want to get a head start, of course we can start this early, but Some people want to just use August to relax. Some people want to use August to read other things that people were writing during July, whether this be NaNoWriMo or World Anvil. People use August for different things. World Anvil has their reading challenge. So our task is to find 3 of the prompts that we really liked, and then out of those 3 prompts, pick 3 articles from each of the 3 prompts to read. And they can't be our own, of course. The goal for that is to find other people in the community and leave comments on their work, tell them what we've enjoyed, and also by reading their works, we can help to improve our own writing. So there's a lot to be done in August, a whole lot. Me personally, I have a lot of things to do because I took on the responsibility of sponsoring one of the prompts, and I checked today and there are 325 articles published for a great leader of their people, and that's a lot. Some of the people on World Anvil I know, they are short and to the point, but some people like to have extensive articles, and I do not want to you know, short them by skimming over their articles. And, you know, I want to, you know, respect everybody by reading their articles. And I do have a form I will send out that if you'd like me to read your article on stream, I will try to do so this month. I have a Google form filled out. Let's see, Dream Cartographer says, anyway, I have nothing for you to read like a peasant, but it is probably about time I gave updates on Nano world building stuff I've been up to. Yes, it's fine if you don't have anything for me to read personally, but I would love to hear your progress. Did you meet your goal? Did you accomplish something cool? Did you think of like a great new plot twist or something like that? Whatever kind of little achievements, whether you won a badge or not, whether you completely obliterated your word count goal, it doesn't matter. I'd love to hear about it and still cheer for you, because whether you wrote 1 word or 1,000 or 10,000 or 50,000, everything is great. As long as it's in summer camp, and you, Dream Cartographer, for one, have been attending almost all of my streams, and that is a record. So I will thank you for that. Even if you didn't do anything else in summer camp, that is a very commendable feat. Especially sometimes I was late this month, sometimes I had technical difficulties, but you stayed there, so I am so appreciative of you for being such a great member of the community. And everybody else too, who's been lurking and watching YouTube. I've seen people have been watching the YouTube videos after I post them from Twitch, and people have been commenting and, you know, joining and even lurking without saying anything. So I appreciate each and every one of you guys for hanging out with me during summer camp. Aww, I love you, Lordy. I love you too. So, personally, I was going to go over some of the articles that I did. As you did see me working on a lot of them during these streams. But I managed to clean up, is it 7, 8? Yeah, you see all the ones that are just blue like this are just exactly how we left them on this stream. My plan was to try to get art for each and every one of these articles. That didn't work, but it's fine. It's totally fine. I know that I can always still update them later, but for now, they want the judging process to be fair. So they want us to stop editing for a moment so that they can go through all the articles and then give out the badges to those who actually accomplished their goals. Let's see what Dream Cartographer says. Okay, so I think I mentioned some time ago that I couldn't do camp even though I really wanted to. However, sounds like good news coming. Yeah, so it's great when you surprise yourself by thinking, okay, I don't think I'm gonna have time to do it, and then you do something, and it's like, whoa, I actually did it. So anything is an accomplishment. I will be on standby for that sweet news that Dream Cartographer has. In the meantime, I will just check the articles that I kind of completed, I guess. So, oh wow. So she says, RPing in the ECC was a saga this month, and I wanted to acknowledge that to myself. That is great. Yes, Dream Cartographer is part of one of my creative servers, and she's a 2-time Epic Character Challenge participant. So this last time, we kind of had an RP role-play game that's been going on for like quite a while after the actual challenge ended, because there were some things we wanted to, tie up, loose ends tie up. But yeah, she tries when she can to participate in that, and that is a great thing. Be sure not to overwhelm yourself with any kind of project, whether it be a role-play game or novel writing or article writing. But when you do those things and they are fulfilling, that is worth celebrating. So yes, we celebrate you for that, Dream Cartographer, and that deserves a toast. Cheers. Okay. She said she made a project for their RP post she made. Ooh, wow. She said that if she got up to 25K, she'd count it as a camp win. That is a lot of roleplay words. Whoa. Final count just above 16K. That's awesome. Congratulations. Because even though you did not reach 25K for roleplay words, that is still a major accomplishment. You reached 16K for roleplay words? That's awesome. And very worth celebrating. So yes, we need another toast to that and another applause to that. Cheers to Dream Cartographer and her progress. All right, let's see. I think that I have something. Let's see. Okay, so second news. She has more news. Oh, more news is exciting. All right, we'll be on standby for that news. I'm going to see if I can pull up my notes. I don't know if they're going to let me do it on the phone. I'm going to have to try and do it here. Not sure if they'll let that. Okay, here we are. Oh, Dream Cartographer is back. She says, I've made progress on the world building thing that was meant for my nano novel. Great job. Awesome. So, was this last year's nano, or are you trying to prep for this year's nano very early? Whichever nano it is, that is awesome. Making progress. Oh, this year's nano, then you have an idea for the premise and the story for this year's nano. That is awesome. Yes, always awesome to come up with something for, nano, because sometimes you get to November, you say, I want to write something, and then you just stare at the page and you want to write, but you don't know what to do. She also made a world. Oh, she wants to make a world on World Anvil for it. Yes, making worlds on World Anvil is very beneficial because when you do that, it helps others, but it also helps you. Even if you don't really publish things, if you keep them private and everything like that, it's totally fine. You can literally just, have this as like a Bible, a world Bible, to build out all the different rules. If you have like technology or magical rules, if you have characters, people, places, things, anything. Um, just so you can remember, you can quickly draft articles and just tell yourself, about the articles, which is awesome. So, um, yep, that's an amazing thing. She says, I only have the free version, so no private worlds. Oh, that's a thing. Well, of course. But the good thing is you can still make articles and just save them as drafts. And you'll be able to see them and they won't be published, but it will still be private because you just never publish them. You keep them in drafts. So that's a quick, sneaky tool you can use if you want to keep things, to yourself. Just keep them private by keeping them in draft form. But of course that means that only you can preview it and you can't see it when you're not logged in. But yeah, creating drafts and keeping them drafts is a good way to do that if you just want to help yourself with lots of little notes. All right. Okay. Yeah. Let's see what else. Oh, she says forbidden secrets. Yeah. Just a little thing you can do by keeping it a draft. But now we will, after celebrating that, if you want to do in the chat, you can. It's someone else here. It says Megalodon, I believe. Hello, Megalodon, with number 3s. That's a cool username. Dream Cartographer says, so I can let myself not care if it's all out there. Yeah, that's another thing. Sometimes we are kind of shy and we want to keep our, private worlds private because we're scared other people will read it and stuff like that. But, it's great to get it out there and just see what happens. And I was telling another friend, I said, even if you publish it under a pseudonym, if you have old works that you've never shown anyone before from years ago, if you want to just get it out there and you're too shy to tarnish your current pen name that you're under, you can just create a fake pen name and just publish them on some kind of site like thepros.com or World Anvil or just any kind of writing site. There's so many writing sites you can just publish little short stories on and people will read them. And then that way, if you do get some criticism and stuff like that, then you don't feel as bad because it's under a secret pseudonym name. But yes, Megalodon, thank you for joining the chat. And we are right now celebrating summer camp. And we are going over some of the articles that I wrote and going over some of the nano word goals that I had. If you participated in any writing summer camp or any other project you did in July, feel free to link it in the chat and I can go over it if you'd like. Or you can do like Dream Cartographer, and she just told me about what she did. She told me about her word count and how much she accomplished this month. Or if you just rather watch, feel free to do that too. But know that you are welcome and encouraged to chat. Also, we have our handsome co-host in the chat. And if you exclamation point party, he may say something. Also, you can give him a drink by exclamation point data querying, and he will drink a data query drink, which if you are part of the ECC from the Epic Character Challenge from last year, was it? And oh, there he goes. Oh no! What happened to his username again? It changed. But yeah, that's still Handsome Co-host. He's under the Streamlabs name. For some reason, they disconnected his Twitch account. You can go follow Handsome Co-host on Twitch, actually. I don't know if he will ever go live, but I can link his Twitch channel. Where is it? Ooh. Ooh. Ah, he decided he wanted a pseudonym too. That is so cool. Maybe he did. Uh-oh, he drank a data query. Don't give him too much. Here is the Handsome Co-host's Twitch channel. I don't know when he's gonna stream, if he's ever gonna stream, but that's him. That's the robot who's my Handsome Co-host, and he helps out in my Discord server as well. Let's see if he will tell you where to go if you'd like to join us in the Discord. Thank you, Handsome Co-host. And yes, Megalodon, the chat has lore. It does. Yes, Handsome Co-host is a great bot, and he's always helping me out. And yes, he has history with data queries, strawberry data queries to be exact. He quite likes them, but he sometimes gets too many. He drinks too many sometimes. So yeah, we're going to start by doing some of these, just reading over some of these articles and showing how we've kind of improved them. So this is the Volcanaut Island, which, thanks to Dream Cartographer for that funny name. That's a pun. Volcanaut, because you'll see it's not actually a volcano, even though it looks like one. So it is a concealed space lab. Volcanaut Island is, answering the prompt, an ocean, desert, plain, pocket dimension, or other large expanse. Rocket launching private island space base on Earth owned by Will-O-Wisp, with a large fake volcano for rockets and space vehicles to launch from. So if you pay attention, some of you may have seen me write this article on stream, but I've kind of let's zoom out a bit just so you can see how I've neatened up the article. One of the things that I like to do is try to make the sidebar the exact same length as the contents, so it doesn't look kind of crooked and off kilter. I also love to add art. That's what I feel like makes it complete, whether the art be something I drew, which this is something that I drew in the style of like a grid kind of blueprint style art. That's what I started doing for this world. Yes, there's a commander rundown now. That is the other thing that I always want in the corner of the article, or the article's not complete. Commander has to tell the newbies what they're dealing with. So if you don't know, we're writing in the world of Secret Agent Someone, which is about spies, lies, and surprise or something. I said something one day and it sounded cool, and I don't know what I said. But anyway, it's about this guy named Secret Agent Someone, which he calls himself someone else would, which he has a pseudonym as well. Everybody's using pseudonyms today. He uses a pseudonym all day, every day, because he never tells his real name. You don't know it. Nobody knows his real name. Well, someone knows his real name. But Tink, his name is someone else would. But anyway, it's about spies, and there's a company called Will-O-Wisp, which is not associated with any kind of government organization. They're an independent league of operatives and watchers and spy personnel. That's what Will-O-Wisp stands for. So yes, it's this is one of the islands that they own. They own a secret island that is off the grid, and it has a large fake volcano. So just in case somebody's walking past, I mean, not walking past an island, but like boating past or flying past in a plane or something, they may see a volcano and they might think, oh, it's just volcanic activity. But actually, they launch space rockets from inside of there. This is brilliant, says Megalodon. Thank you. So yes, we can read about it. I'm not going to bore you with the whole article. If you'd like to read it, I would like to just put it in the chat. So you can go read it on your own time. But I like Commander McCox in the sidebar. He is a known character of the world of Secret Agent Someone. And he is someone's commander. So he works at the Will-O-Wisp base that someone works at. And he tells them the missions to go out on and stuff like that. So I just like him to kind of talk to you in first person, like you are a new Will-O-Wisp agent, and he's telling you about things. So the good thing about it is I get to kind of harness his personality and tone, while also telling you things that are kind of opinionated. Like, usually this article would be like a Wikipedia page where it's just telling you like the book, the facts, like that. But he gets to kind of tell you his opinion and kind of crack jokes and stuff like that. And he's known for going off on tangents too, which is great for when you're trying to make a word count. You can just make him go off about whatever you want. I'm just trying to make sure that the sidebar is at same length with the rest of the article.
Obligatory associate.
Thank you for following, Megalodon. And if you heard that voice, that is someone else with talking. And he likes to say obligatory associate because he does not like to call his partners. He is currently partnered or obligatory associated with. He's obligated to associate with Constance Harbor, which I did get jump stared as well, Dream Cartographer, but it's always great to get new followers. I appreciate that. And do you know that I'm so close to being affiliate now? I am surprised during the month of July, so many people have followed me, and I'm so thankful. And yes, thank you to everyone who's following me. And if you don't know, Someone Else Would is voiced by the wonderful John McNally. So I do thank him also for the voice. He embodies him perfectly. Let's see. Dream Cartographer says, welcome to the obligatory squad. Yes, welcome to the obligatory squad. And for that, we shall toast. Cheers to the obligatory squad. Delicious. I am drinking a knockoff V8 Splash in a martini glass with a lime because it's summer camp and it's fun. Megalodon says, it's the smile of the wordplay for me. Yes, thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, and Dream Cartographer has fed our handsome co-host with another data query drink. Don't drink too much. Okay. So yeah, this article I think looked pretty neat. I neatened it up. And let's see the next article. So this is the Nellendale Packaging Company. If you are not familiar, Nellendales were lore from my virtual escape room that I created for Escape This Podcast, which if you don't know about Escape This Podcast, they are awesome. I need to link their site right now. But I'm going to, let's see. Yes, I did this virtual escape room last year called Lifestyles of the Fish and Famous. And you can check this page out. Don't scroll too far because then you'll get spoilers if you want to play it yourself, or if you'd like to run it for other people, or if you'd like to listen to the podcast. But yes, right here, there's in the top of the article, there's links to consumethismedia.com, which are the people that create Escape This Podcast, and they are awesome. I was a guest on their show, and I ran this room for them. Dream Cartographer says, speaking of which, she has some news. We'll see. But yes, you can listen to the episode where I run it for them, and you can listen to the post-playing episode where I talk about all the Easter eggs and spoilers and things like that. If you scroll past this point, there's going to be some spoilers because this is the GM's page, Game Master's page. But if you are playing it, if you want to play yourself, you can go to this handout page. And the handout page will have all the things you need if you're over here listening to the article. I mean, listening to the episode of the podcast and you want to play along, they have all the handouts and stuff like that. And it's so fun. There's cutscenes on there that, you know, are voiced by me and John. And there's another guy. He's such a cool guy. Christopher Montero. Yes. He's a great voice actor, and he played Ned Bevy. And Ned Bevy is the villain of this article. He's a fast-talking guy. I loved Chris playing Ned Bevy in this episode, and it was such a fun thing to do. So if you want to listen to this, yes, it's audio drama. So this, if you're not familiar, my whole world, I do lots of audio drama on this world of Secret Agent Someone, and if you'd like to check it out, I can link you to the page, and there's lots of things for you to listen to. On my YouTube page, I have some things posted. I have SoundCloud, so there's some things posted there, but all of them are probably able to be found on World Anvil. Dream Cartographer says, I may have shielded your escape room on Yudoka's stream this morning and her Discord server. She asked me to put the links. Ah, thank you, though. I appreciate you sharing my work. Yes. Don't ever feel like, oh no, Wordy might not want me to do this. No, feel free to share it. Even if it's something cringe from when I was like 6 years old and I wrote a weird thing and you found it somewhere. Go ahead and share it. I am the kind of person who loves to, you know, share my work, even however cringe it is, because I feel like it has to be out there. I just want to get it out there, and yeah, it may help somebody. Somebody may be inspired by it, or somebody might laugh at it, but it'll bring a smile to their face that day. So that's my mindset. Yes. So if you are interested in listening to these audio dramas, you can feel free to check out my page. And there's so many audio dramas on this page. I will link you to the home page. And there you can see, let's see, we'll go to the home page here. And you will be able to see that I do have my first novel, and it's voiced by Jonathan McNally, so that's cool. He is in first person telling you about Secret Agent Someone's past, so if you are curious about how he was as a child and things like that, you can feel free to actually purchase that one. But there's lots of other things that are free. If you click this little listen here, it will let you go to my SoundCloud and listen to different things. This is an example of some things that you can listen to. So there's lots of different things on here. You can read clips. You can watch my YouTube channel, which there's not really live action things on there, but there may be some clips that I put captions on and stuff like that. Yeah, so Dream Cartographer says, 6 years old. You really want me to know too much, don't you? Yeah, I'm not sure if I have anything from when I was 6 years old published online, but I do remember, like, a long time ago, I used to, like, me and my brother would, like, enter Reading Rainbow writing contests and stuff like that, and I still remember some of the projects that I did back then, which are kind of cringe, but they're kind of fun, and I like the memories. Ooh. Oh, so Dream Cartographer says that she was in a stream where they allowed her to request music, and she requested one of my songs. Oh, I thank you so much for that. Also, I do some composing of music. If you did hear the beginning song there while we were waiting for the stream to start, I did compose that. I have a whole soundtrack that I made for the Lifestyles of the Fish and Famous escape room. Let's see, Megalodon says, I know I'm not supposed to, but I'm gonna guess you're 27. Well, that's close. Many people think that I'm like 14, which I'm not, obviously. But yes, you are so close. You're 27. Oh, cool. Well, I'm only 2 years, give or take, younger than you, because I'm 25. I just turned 25 in March. So whenever your birthday is, that will depend on how far away we are apart. But yeah, thanks. At least you guessed more close to my age than most people. A lot of people think that I'm, oh yeah, so 25, 26, 27. Yeah, we're a staircase. Yeah, cool. So yeah, Mm, what were we doing now? Oh yes, the Nellendale Packaging Company. So I was kind of telling you the lore behind that, but basically this is a company that was created by Brenda S. and Darius L. Nellendale, which are um, the two couple. They're the couple that is over Escape This Podcast, but I kind of took their names and scrambled them up into an anagram. So their real names are Bill Sunderland and Danny Siller, but I scrambled them into Brenda S. and Darius L. Nellendale, which I thought was a cool Easter egg. Dream Cartographer says being old is still my job. Okay, I don't know about that. Megalodon says, I heard Reading Rainbow and instant flashbacks. Yes, the whole theme song plays in my head every time. It was such a cool thing, and I was like, wow. But then soon my mom was like, you know, if you keep entering the contest, then people might take your ideas, so you might as well just keep them for yourself and then publish them yourself. So I said, okay. But once I got, 18 years old, I was like, I can start putting some things online. I can enter more contests, but I like to, it's good to read the fine print of contests. I like to make sure that I still own the rights to my stuff. So a lot of times they will want first production rights, where they can show it first. But like if you don't win, I like to enter the contest where if you don't win, you can still post your stuff elsewhere. So yeah, I do a lot of prompts, a lot of contests like that. I'm part of a lot of newsletters that send out different contests that are streaming every month and every week and stuff like that. And I use those prompts to kind of just dig into my brain of all the worlds that I already have in my brain, and then I just say, oh, there's a challenge about a knight. I have some characters that are knights. Let's write a story about them. And then I submit it, but then if it doesn't win, I still got some of my knight story out there into the universe. Dream Cartographer says, 14? I mean, you definitely have Stuart levels of energy. Yeah, so Stuart is my character. He is Patrick Stewart. Well, I think that Dream Cartographer was referring to my character Stuart, but yeah, I will have to look that guy up as well. But Stuart Princely is like a 14-year-old guy who is like very exuberantly fanboying over everybody, and especially he loves to fanboy over someone else which is my main character. And oh, Patrick Stewart is the host of Reading Rainbow. Okay, so this must mean that are you in another country other than the United States, or is there a season that I forgot about? Because it's funny when I meet people from other countries and then they realize that, oh, unless it's just an older person that used to host it. Okay, so it was back in 94. Yes. So basically, Dream Cartographer and I are, we are used to LeVar Burton, who is the host of Reading Rainbow, and I guess when we were watching it. But if it was somebody before him, that would make sense, because LeVar Burton may have been the newer host, of course, if the show is quite older. But yes, I will have to look that up. Oh, wait, so that would be weird if there are... Oh, maybe it was just a mix-up of names. Hopefully that was it, because if not, that would be weird if two Star Trek people used to host Reading Rainbow. That would be kind of fun, but, it would still be weird. But yeah, LeVar Burton is the one who we are used to hosting Reading Rainbow. That's the only one that I was familiar with hosting Reading Rainbow. He's pretty cool. But yeah. Star Trek lore. Yeah, so this packaging company is just basically, they used to make plastics, and oh, so you're not American, but you didn't actually grow up with Reading Rainbow, but you are familiar with LeVar Burton. Yeah, He's one of the most popular ones, so if there was somebody else, I'm not familiar with them either. Um, but yeah, when I hear Reading Rainbow, I think of LeVar Burton. But maybe it was a name mix-up, or maybe it was something else. I will definitely look into it. Oh, Mandela effect. Oh no, you were imagining the other guy. Yeah, that would make sense too. Because sometimes you would think all that time something, and then you realize, hey, wait, that's not it. And then it's so weird. Like you go back and look at it, and then it seems like, oh no, like those gifs where they show all the maths in front of your face, and it's like, oh no, my life is a lie all this time. But yeah, pretty cool. Anyway, the Nellendill Packaging Company. I didn't have Commander McCox on here, but I still did neaten up the article so that it can be kind of, it has links to the things that are related to the packaging company, and this is basically after, maybe he did host once, but we'll check it out. I will be sure to look that up soon. So this is kind of basically just after they got not too many spoilers. This is just the premise of the lifestyles of the Fish and Famous escape room. It's a couple who owns a plastics factory, but then they realized that they didn't want to do it anymore because plastic was kind of detrimental to the environment, so they decided to be more sustainable. But the problem is Ned Bevy, who was the cool fast-talking villain that I was telling you about, he had already signed them into a contract, and then he got upset because they wanted to become sustainable, and that was going to make him lose money. So he wanted to get rid of them, and that's why he locked them on a yacht. And that is the premise of Lifestyles of the Fish and Famous. And if you think that sounds exciting and you want to get locked in the bottom of a yacht, then you should play sometime. If you like, I can even host a game for you, or you can get a friend to run it for you, or if you don't want to go through all that, you can listen to Bill and Danny playing it on Escape This Podcast, and they did a great job going through the room. But yeah, this is kind of the lore behind that. So this article, I think I kind of fixed it up nicely, and this is just a picture that I took, a photograph that I took, because I like to take photographs, and I like to draw, and I like to read, and I like to write, and I like to do almost all the creative things. Megalodon says, I always remember Sitch saying bite at the end of the show, and he takes a bite out of the logo, but I guess he says bye. That's right. The Lilo and Stitch show is pretty fun, cool too. But yeah, you do, if you thought he said bite before biting and really he was saying bye, that's funny. Because it would make sense for him to say bite and then bite. But then he's so cute in how he talks and how his mouth moves and like how it sounds. It's such memories. Trackburs was a thing that we came up with for and commanders here in the sidebar, where the little burrs connect to you and they track you all over the prison island. Let's see what else I did. I did not write anymore. I mean, I did not draw any more art, but I just used some of my photography. And this does not look like how the cleaver seeds look, but I just use this because it's better to have the article with some kind of picture than it is to have it like empty, in my opinion. Really like the name, by the way, says Dream Cartographer. I believe you're talking about the track burrs. Yeah, I was thinking like they're burrs and they track you. What else can we say? And because there was so many things that we had TBA on, and I was like, we need to just come up with a name. Commander just says something really quick here, and that's because this article wasn't very long, so I just kind of wanted it to measure and end there. I like it when the sidebar is the same length of the contents, so that it doesn't look, it looks more streamlined. Now this, of course, is another thing I drew, and it's not done at all, but it's better to have something up there. This is supposed to be like the rocket ship thing, Sky Bullets, and thanks also to Dream Cartographer for coming up with those names. the spy bullets. I mean, sky bullets. And we thought that SKY would stand for something, but we never were able to actually come up with what it stands for, because we were running out of things, running out of time. But it's fine. We can still come up with it later. And there we go. Let's see. Megalodon says, I'm doing a comic, but I like to watch these streams. Maybe one day I'll write something good. Oh, cool. You're doing a comic? My little brother is writing a comic book as well. I would love to know about what your comic is about. It sounds interesting. What kind of genre is it? Because even if you don't write like this, writing a comic book is still writing. So even if you don't even have words in your comic book, it's still writing, because as long as there's a story, that's a story. And you wrote it in your head, and then you draw it out with the pictures you're drawing. Oh, cool. It's horror and superhero. It's called Psionic 6. Ooh, that sounds very interesting. And I would love to learn more about it. Is there anything public right now, or is this still just within your little secret lair being constructed? But yes, my brother, he's doing a little, it's like a sci-fi kind of thing, and it's fun, and he does great art, and they're like bold colors and everything, and so yeah. Megalodon says, nothing public, just in my brain fortress. Understandable, because a lot of times, sometimes we want to keep it in that room until it's good, and then we want to send it out there. But the thing that I just have a weird philosophy that I like to get all the kinds of ideas out there into the world, because I think that I have too many projects where if I don't publish it now, I may never publish it. But it makes a lot of sense to keep it private until it's, you know, polished, until you are satisfied with it and you want to share it. So no problem with that, especially if it's just like if you only have 1 or 2 projects and you want to make sure that they are completely awesome before you send them out there. So much success with that. That sounds awesome, says Dream Cartographer, and I believe it's awesome as well. And it sounds very interesting. Be sure to let me know when you do finally publish something, or if you'd like some beta readers or somebody to review your art. I'm available for that too, and I think that it would be really neat to see some of your art. The prison sector, I just reused the Flytrap Islands blueprint. And yeah. I did not neaten up any of these Winsome Horde articles. And you see, this is what I mean by when the contents of the article are like way down somewhere and then the sidebar is up like this. It's better for me to like put a sliding sidebar that kind of goes with the thing if I can't make the sidebar long as the contents. But yeah, this is my medieval world of Winsome Horde. So it's like medieval fantasy about knights and castles and kingdoms and stuff like that. Dream Cartographer says, how long are you planning to stream today? Because you have to go outside and buy food soon. Yes, oh, I just paid attention. It's past 9 o'clock. I was late today, but I've been streaming for about 55 minutes, so I should be wrapping up soon myself. I do have to run some errands myself, but I thank you guys for joining me. Megalodon says, brief synopsis is a big pharma company tries to expand human consciousness. They get some success, but the failures are grand. Ooh, whenever you focus on that kind of sci-fi thing and then people tampering with science and then things going horribly wrong, you can always get some interesting stories out of that. So yeah, it sounds very interesting, and I would love to read about it when it is available. So yes, I thank you guys for joining me, and summer camp was awesome. I did not get all the things done that I thought that I wanted to do, but, you know, it was enough. And I'm glad for the success that I did have. I'm happy that everything is, you know, all the community and everything around summer camp is what I really love. And Dream Cartographer says psychological stuff sounds dope. Yes, those are always very interesting because they make your mind think, and then you get to see in the minds of the characters and everything. So yes, once again, I thank you guys for joining me. Sorry for being late today. And I am not sure, because I've been able to say every day that I will stream tomorrow at 8 a.m. Eastern Time, but I'm not going to tomorrow. I am going to get my August schedule together, and when I do, I'm going to let you guys know, because I am going to be streaming a reading challenge throughout the month of August, because I do have to judge those categories, and we're going to see which of the leaders I'm going to choose for the prize. So I was hoping to do some of that on stream. I'm getting permission from some of the authors of those reading articles, and once I get that, I will try to get a schedule. I don't think it's going to be every single weekday anymore. It might be once or twice a week. So yeah, thank you again. Megalodon says, I have a new crush. I need to chill. Have a good day, guys. All right. On that note, have a blessed day, everybody. And thank you so much. And cheers to July and cheers to August to come. God bless, much success. And I won't say happy camping anymore because camping is over. So I will say happy August. All right. Have a blessed one, guys.